Hey everyone, welcome back to the Brain Soul Success Show where we take back our power. Today I want to talk to you about being a healer. Many of you know that it's probably time for you to serve your higher purpose on earth, and you've had this calling, and you're questioning, hey, is that really what I'm supposed to be working on or doing as you're transitioning? It's a big time of transition right now. Wouldn't you agree? Absolutely. So I got 10 little segments here on what it means to really be a healer. And hopefully you'll listen and you'll find out, hey, is this really me? Is this something that I want to be involved in and I want to be doing? So the first one is, you just kind of know, right? You're meant to engage and participate in this global shift of consciousness. You just feel like pulled towards it, like a magnet. You really want to take that leadership role and get out there. Many of you know me, and yes, I want to change 10 million brains by 2025. So I am definitely on board with that. Many people who are meant to be, healers and light workers and really help our planet also experience some kind of challenges in their life, and it's prepared them for that. So, in indigenous cultures, the village knew them as the shaman because they were, struck by lightning and survived. In modern culture, though, it's not literally struck by lightning, but you may have experienced something like a health challenge or a bankruptcy or a lot of grief or a lot of loss. Or childhood abuse or sexual violence or any kind of near-death experience or some other form of trauma. That's just really preparing you to to really get out there in a bigger way and use your story too to help others, right? People, we all learn through story. So that's number two. Number three, many healers are multidimensional beings and they're introverts. They kind of like dance between two worlds. And so they find it, hard to kind of navigate life, and sometimes they need to withdraw from society. And I would say I'm both an introvert and an extrovert. I love, love, love being with all of you, and I love having events, and I love being with people, but I also need my alone time too. Um, Another sign that you are a healer is you have a strong affinity for life and living organisms. You may be an animal lover. You may be able to translate even information from animals for other people, and you just love the natural world. Number five is you have physical ailments that fall under like difficult to treat categories. So think, fibromyalgia, chronic fatigue syndrome, chronic Lyme disease, any kind of pain or autoimmune disorders. From my own personal experience as a healer and going through my journey of healing myself, I had 3 autoimmune diagnoses, way back when, and had to heal myself. And I had no idea. I thought I was going to be a teacher my whole life, just a special education teacher working, in the schools, public or private. I had no idea I was going to get so sick and then my whole life would change. And here I am, created my second company. I didn't know that. So many of you may resonate with that too. You may be in that same kind of place. You might feel like a born misfit. So number 6 is, you just kind of don't feel like you belong on the planet. You don't belong here on Earth. And, in ancient times, many of the healers lived on sort of the outskirts of the village for a reason, because they're not like all the others. So maybe you fit that role too, right? And then another characteristic that I see with people who are healers is they're a trusted advisor. They're the person that many of their friends turn to for comfort. They have wisdom, they have problem solving abilities. They're kind of like wise beyond their years. And the fun thing on our planet right now is many of the children have these characteristics. They definitely are wise beyond their years. They're old souls. And I love connecting with families and children and families who have those abilities too. I guess I'm thinking of a Sophie, one of my clients' daughters that I worked with for years. I remember she took our first Hannah Kirkwood class at age 14. And she's amazing. So, yes, we want to empower our children too. Another characteristic might be that you're an empath. In fact, this is a big one. So you feel everything, and you often need this time out to recharge your body because you feel so much around you. In fact, the brain soul success tools that I've created are, in a sense, for empaths because we can clear the energy so quickly that's in your field that's not yours and get back to 100% your soul's truth. Okay. So another sign might be that you actually can feel energy in your hands. Your hands might get tingly or buzzing or kind of vibrating, and you might feel that in your hands. So that's another sign that you're a healer. And you're just, again, known for something greater. You have a great vision for life. Um, you're willing to do the work. You want to be inspired and you want to learn. And so I love, love, love working with those people. And I will tell you, a lot of the entrepreneurs that I work with, even if their business is around business, right? They're a business coach or something, they're often empaths and healers as well. And I find that some of the best business coaches and entrepreneurs have high levels of intuition. And we use the brain system and the tools that I teach, it helps increase that. So it raises their vibration and increases their intuition in a huge way, like a big way, like life transformation way. So I want to invite all of you to join me. I'm going to do a masterclass here that's going to lead to our retreat. So we have a retreat coming up in September. It's the Miracle Codes retreat. And those codes literally go 7 generations back, 7 forward. They change your whole entire energetic field, and they work on different lobes of the brain. So the difference between what I do and other brain experts is I look at the brain as a physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual organ and the energetic field of the brain. So these codes actually change the 4 lobes of the brain. And so the miracle codes work on the occipital lobe of the brain. And what happens is it works on your relationship to yourself, relationship to your world, and it definitely can take away pain that's been there for years pretty quickly, actually. And you help ADHD, dyslexia, midline movements. You're literally changing the brain and the energy field where it needs to change first before any physical brain thing will change. So, it's the combination of using, again, like I said, a multidimensionally approach where you do work physically, like I can give you the right nutrition, the right supplements. We have total recall. Mood Max is amazing for anxiety. You can take supplements. That's the body piece. But we also have to do the emotions, the mental, the spiritual, and the field. So I invite you to come and learn these high-powered codes. You will leave completely different, and the difference is it sticks. It sticks. You're like changed forever. And I just love having a room full of people that we can do that with and actually teach the miracle codes to all of you. So that's coming up in September 13th through the 15th. And we have a bonus. Our bonus is you're going to get to hear from my beautiful friend, Dr. Shamini Jain, who is proving energy work. So I did a podcast with her a little while ago. You guys can listen to that too. But she actually is doing the scientific studies proving that energy work heals and the power of it. I know she's doing something with sound healing right now, and she's going to be doing some of her beautiful voice work with us and using voice at our retreat as well. So you definitely want to be there. We'll post all the information here below. I can't wait to see you all there. And, if you're listening here online and you're like, hey, I want to know a little bit more about this, and I want to feel what Louise is talking about when she says these codes, these miracle codes, we're going to just do a masterclass coming up on July 31st. So you can experience a little bit of it so you understand what that is. So that is the 5 secrets to reboot your brain and your life. So join us for that, especially if you're new listening here and you haven't been to any of our master classes. And again, we'll post the links here below. So it's brainsoulsuccess.com, and you can find the link for the masterclass here too. Again, I am so excited to meet you, to be with you. I love having, again, a room full of people, whether it's online or in person. This is in person here in Albuquerque, New Mexico, the land of enchantment. I want you to experience the mountains here, the mountain magic that we have, and that land of enchantment. So a lot of amazing healing happening here in New Mexico. And so I invite you to join us. And remember, everyone, I love, love, love hearing from you. So follow your heart, though, and take your brain with you.